Hail!
You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of being told to stay your blade while the orcs continue to provoke us?
Nay!
You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of being told to stay your blade while the orcs continue to provoke us? You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of being told to stay your blade while the orcs continue to provoke us?
I supply only the finest goods. See you around.
You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of being told to stay your blade while the orcs continue to provoke us?
Hey there. Be careful. See you around.
Sounds fine.
I'm working on a dish I call Mudrock Soup and Bugs. I still need the major ingredients and, well, I don't think I'd last long trudging through Dustwallow Marsh. So, adventurer, can you do some hunting for me? First, I need the tongues of mudrock turtles. You can find mudrocks along the coast, mostly around the bay. But I don't want just any tongues. I hear that the tongues of some mudrocks are forked. They say the forked tongues have a distinct flavor, and I want that flavor in my dish. The guards of Theramore are the finest group of Alliance soldiers based in Kalimdor. It is our duty to uphold the laws of the Alliance even so far away from our homes. It's never good news when a guard's badge is brought to me. Sometimes it's a man or woman who's fallen in battle, and I'm left to bring the news to the grieving family. Other times we never find out what happened to them, and other times it's even worse than that. I don't recognize the name of Lieutenant Paval Reith. Your best bet would be to check with Adjutant Tessorin. He keeps track of all the records for the Theramore Guard, from personnel to their equipment. He should be able to tell you who this Reith is with a quick check of his books. I'm no expert with the construction of arms and armor. Their use, yes, but not their making. This shield seems as ordinary as any, excepting the damage from the fire that engulfed the inn. I'm sorry I can't be of much help, adventurer, but I can refer you to someone who would be. Kaz Two-Sprocket, one of our best blacksmiths, works the forge at the smithy. Take the shield to him and see what he can tell you. Hoofprints, eh? It is true that there is an extraordinary amount of centaur activity in the lands near the Dust Wallow Marsh. In brief excursions into the Barrens, we found their camps and holdings dotting the area. I'll send out Falgran Hastel, one of our trackers, to see if he can find where the tracks lead. Hello, adventurer. You'd like information about a specific member of the Theramore Guard? Wreath, was it? Just give me a moment to find the right book. Redden, Redpath. Ah, here it is. Lieutenant Paval Wreath joined the Theramore Guard along with most of the recruits that came across the sea with Lady Proudmoore. Enlisted with the Marines of Kul Tiras at the age of 16. Distinguished service promotions, listed as missing. Well met. Missing. That would be Tessoran's kind way of saying traitor. No doubt he's one of those fools so blindly loyal to Admiral Dalen that he turned traitor. Isn't that a delicious irony? The deserters accuse us of betraying the Alliance. It has been a struggle maintaining a presence in the marsh, but through strength of our resolve, we have been able to maintain several defensive watchtowers throughout the area. The latest information and scouting reports I have received indicate that a group of deserters has squatted in our abandoned tower at Lost Point, southeast of the inn. The deserters' leader is a man named Jackin. See if you can get some information out of him. Be warned, adventurer. He may be a tough nut to crack. Greetings, adventurer. I'm Dr. Gustav Van Housen, head trauma surgeon of Alliance Trauma.
Well done, adventurer. I think we managed to catch them off guard. Their agents probably thought themselves safe within the city walls. Given time, the agitators will return and spread their lies again. We'll use the time you've bought to shut out the deserters further. The deserter agents were doing far more than just chatting up the guards. We've found a number of leaflets the deserters somehow managed to smuggle in on a ship in the docks. The ship used to transport the leaflets is still in Theramore, at the farthest dock. If you can sneak aboard and capture the rest of their propaganda documents, their agents will lose their most powerful tool. Be careful. The ship is manned by seasoned privateers, and the cargo is probably being kept in the captain's quarters.
You need something?
Excellent. All that remains is to discredit the deserters, so that they'll never gain a foothold in Theramore again, and I have just the plan to do it.
Safe travels.
I've altered the leaflets you captured from the deserters' mercenary friends at the docks. Now, anyone who reads them will get an entirely different view of the deserters and their aims. If we distribute these to enough of the guards, the deserters will be too embarrassed to ever re-establish their presence within our walls. Why don't you get started while I plan our next move?
Greetings. See you later. What can I do for you? For the Alliance. Can I help you? You need something? See you later. Greetings. See you around.
You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of being told to stay your blade while the orcs continue to provoke us? You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of being told to stay your blade while the orcs continue to provoke us?
Need assistance? Interesting piece of iron you have here. Definitely not made by any of the blacksmiths I know over on this side of the sea, and it's certainly not my work. Ah! I almost missed this! The leather strap on the back must have burned off, but it seems like it was made to fit a large person. I'd guess a Tauren, actually. That's about all I can tell you. Tell Captain Vimes I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Alrighty then.
You seem like a sensible adventurer, friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Horde? Are you sick of... Need help? That's not much information to work on, but we'll have to keep it in mind. Hopefully some of the other pieces of this mystery will fall into place and paint a more helpful picture of what happened.
Hello.
Just as I'd hoped. I think it's safe to say any deserter agents who try to infiltrate Theramore will be laughed right out of town. Now that we've eliminated the deserters from Theramore, it's time to complete this operation. My local contacts have reported that the deserters base their operations in a ship moored on a small island to the southeast of the docks. Arresting their leader, Gavis Greyshield, should cause the others to lose their will to fight. Find him within the ship and convince him to surrender. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts up a bit of a fight for show, but then surrenders when he understands he can't win.
Can I help you?
Goodbye for now. Alrighty then.
Farewell.
What can I do for you? Good day to you. See you around. Have a good one.
Oh, I'm sure you and Babs had a good laugh over the outlandish descriptions and sketches in the book. But have you stopped to consider there might be some truth to the legends? If you listen closely enough, I bet you can still hear sailors talk about Tethier, the sea creature. The book says lives right here. Of course, if you wanted to know for sure, you could always ask old Nat Pagel. He's got a small fishing camp on a little island in Tidefree Cove, which is southwest across Dustwalla Bay.
Looking for something specific? See you later.
Gaddis's request isn't as outlandish as it might sound. With the proper handling, Lady Jaina can return the deserters to the fold. But that is her decision, of course. It's been a pleasure working with you, adventurer. Without your help, I doubt the operation would have gone so smoothly. When I make my report in Stormwind, it will name you as the adventurer who ended the deserter threat.
See you later. Need help?
Welcome to Theramore, adventurer.
See you around. Farewell.
Hey there.
Reports from our scout patrols have recently taken a disturbing turn. They tell of men wearing red Defias bandanas walking the Dreadmurk shore north of Theramore's walls. Wreckage in the area suggests they may be survivors of a shipwreck, but our information is limited. Captain Wymore at Sentry Point, a guard tower to the north of the city, is looking for help in following up on the reports. Honor. Well met, adventurer. We must be brief because there is much to do. The man you seek, the one known as Hendel, is not here. Other sources have brought to the Lady Proudmoore information I believe you already know. She has asked me to find you and give you aid in your venture. If you would allow it, I will tell you where to find Private Hendel so we can bring him to justice. Private Hendel is to the west of here. He's currently on guard duty protecting some of Theramore's infiltrators while they rest. They've been keeping tabs on the Horde base, Brackenwall, and looking for anything else that might threaten our borders. You should have no problem finding him. Just look for the tents along the road. I have another matter to attend to, but I shall catch up to you soon enough. You can always find me in the Lady Proudmoore's tower if you have any problems.
Certainly.
Can I help you? Have a good one. For the Alliance. Have a good one.
What can I do for you? See you around.
I like cooking. Good swamp cooking. Fried green frog legs. But for cooking, I need spice. Soothing spice. Then I'll make a stew and stew it up and suck it down to give you some too. Like soup.
How generous.
I traveled out here to pay Jarl a visit at his new home, and it's been a non-stop horror show ever since. There's something seriously wrong here, and I can't be the only one who sees it. Have you seen the ghosts and corpses shambling about Witch Hill? I have a feeling that if anyone knows what happened here, it is them. Seek out these risen husks and risen spirits in the surrounding area. Grant them rest through combat, and see what you can learn from them before this evil consumes Jarl.
Sifting through the loose dirt, the severed hand of an orc is found, and clutched in the hand is a bone-carved tube, and in the tube is a dirt-stained parchment. The parchment is written in Orcish, and it looks important.
Not.
Good day to you. Hey there.
Ah, that's the spice. Now here's some swampy good stew.
Eye juice is good juice for drinking. Too bad most critters only have 2 eyes, but spiders have lots of eyes, lots and lots, and dark mist eye juice is tasty, smooth and salty. Unpopped spider eyes, I taste them already. Dark mist spiders are west of here, in the dark mist cavern. You figure the spiders are named after the cave, or is it the other way around? From your findings, the spirits in this place must amount to everyone who ever lived on this land, not just the previous occupants. Something has been corrupting and killing them. Those who follow don't learn the truth until it's too late. We have to put an end to this adventurer. In my years as an herbalist, I've often observed that nature will provide subtle cures to the most vexing of problems. I've read that hedge mages and witch doctors often use the smoke of an herb known as witchbane to draw evil from its hiding places. If true, this would mean witchbane should be growing near the shallow waters of Witch Hill. You should be able to identify it by its broad leaves and reddish central stalk. Bring me any of the herb you can find, adventurer. It may be our only hope. Greetings. These match the description exactly. I prepared the torch while you were out. All that remains is to fasten the herbs to the end here. The torch is ready. Plant it at the end of the dock and be prepared to face whatever comes forth. I have no idea what the torch's smoke may reveal, if anything emerges at all. I must say, I have my doubts about this kind of folk magic, but we haven't time for anything else. For your sake and Jarl's, I wish you luck.
Good day to you.
It's been fun.